Hello and welcome to the White Noise Podcast, episode 2.
Hey.
This week I'm joined by Max Smith.
Hello there.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah,
He's
I'm back,
brought it
baby.
back.
I forgot last week, but I'm back.
2.5 years. Stupid.
I'm
Stupid
not
idiot.
stupid. No, not stupid.
You're a bloody idiot,
Not
mate.
stupid,
Bloody
mate.
idiot.
Not stupid
That's
at
the
all.
first thing he's saying. He's a
I was
bloody
raised
idiot.
by the streets, mate. I know more than you, man.
Coronation Street.
Yeah.
Quality Street. Oh.
Oh,
Off.
no.
I'm sure that's been
Max,
done
At least,
as well.
at least,
Max,
I
Max,
feel like that's been done as well.
yeah, it's all off like that, yeah.
Max, you can't swear that early on. You're going to have to change your insult, please.
Shove off.
Ooh, didn't like
Proper
that.
Tracy
That's
Beaker
worse.
vibes from that one. Yeah, I like it.
Shove off, you twerp.
Hope you get hit by the Coronation Street tram.
Nice. Also joined by Tom Looney.
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 Raised by the Looney Tunes. And Cameron Green.
Hiya.
A podcast favourite who has just said as the same as Ryan has. Also in the corner we have Ethan James.
Oh, hello everyone. Hello.
You're not actually in the corner. You know, you're a little bit out of it. Get a bit cocky.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No.
Get back in.
Yeah. We should wedge him in if we can. Still find a way to get out the wily minx. How are you, Ethan?
Oh, I'm so happy. It's nice to have our first proper guest.
This is it.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is great.
Someone who will speak.
Yes.
I'll try.
There's a lot riding on you
So
today.
much shade.
I mean, the
Proper guest.
what we've noticed is in the clips that we post, Ryan doesn't say anything, and of course the clips tend to be the biggest laughs, the
Yeah,
best
of
moments.
course, yeah. Some great moments.
Where he does do something. He does do something in the podcast. I just can't work it out.
Look, if you read all the comments, the
Yeah.
people
They love him. There must be something he's doing that we're
Yeah.
not aware of.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen one that says, I've never seen anyone do so little but do so much.
Yeah. How does he do it?
Could be just raw sex appeal.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, that does get him.
Yeah,
does
that,
get him to
yeah,
certain
that gets
places.
you far.
I mean, he was last week. We were speaking about Peter Andre's new film Jafakin, and we're all
real
having a
thing?
laugh, all riffing about it, and then Ryan goes, "I didn't know he acted."
But it's do you know what? You have to clear your head, don't you, to come up. It's amazing.
his mind has wandered off, completely blanked us out.
This is a man that's, presumably going to do some sort of blackface in a film. And Ryan's only
What you're on about, Ryan?
Don't write it off.
James
Don't write it off
Ormond
yet.
short film.
If there are any agents that are watching, get in touch with him. He might do it.
Denzel was busy, so Ryan here's offered to step in.
My man. Yeah.
Cameron,
Yeah.
great to have you on. I was going to say back on the
Thanks.
podcast. We've not been back. It's only the second episode.
Yeah. Say this is a brand new thing.
White Noise.
White Noise.
What do you think of when you hear White Noise?
Nice.
That'll be Cameron's character later on.
So much better than Ryan.
Cameron, do an impression of an Everton fan, please. Got it.
Oh, I can get behind that banner.
Yeah, man.
I'll go do my bits from the car. I swear to God. The car I bought.
You bought a car specifically for the podcast.
Yeah, my Fume-mobile.
It runs on Cameron Green's fumed green energy.
That's
Oh,
good.
that's great.
There you
good.
go. That's kept him 1 foot in the room. Cameron, what have you been up to recently?
Went to Dublin.
Oh, yeah.
Well done.
That's good. Lovely place. Big old pubs. Big old pubs everywhere you look.
Great pubs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then Hamburg. Stayed in the red light district.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, by accident.
What the hell?
Is for a big old something.
I've lost me wallet.
Were you in one of the windows?
You'll earn your keep. I'm just cleaning them. I'm just cleaning them.
That was a work trip. Had a really busy weekend.
Really big red rooms.
Got to pay for pubs in Dublin somehow.
Most of the prostitutes shut the curtains. Nah, not me.
I'll never make me flight.
Went to the Guinness factory. It's all right, Guinness. Never really liked it before, but once you've seen
what's a
it...
factory tour like? Because I assume it's just like, here's a vat of Guinness.
Did you get
Well,
stuck in
I
a pipe
did.
in Willy Wonka?
It's terrible. I didn't laugh at that.
It's your mum's arse, mate. Yeah? Fucking
Shooting
stuck in
up
there,
the
mate, yeah? My pipe was stuck a bit. You, mate. Doesn't even make sense, bro. It's not even real. It's a book and a film and another 2 films. Probably 3 films at this point. I wouldn't even know, mate. Oh yeah, little Austrian boy you're talking about. Wasn't stuck in a pipe. Yeah.
Not for long.
Yeah. In fact, he actually famously came out tall and thin. He came out tall and thin at the end of the book. They see him walking off and he's like a big tall thin man like Peter Crouch.
Isn't that Mike TV?
No, he's
Mike
He did a
TV's.
TV.
Didn't
I didn't know we had a
very
Wonka
little.
head here.
Yeah, he comes out very, very
Yeah,
little.
no, who's the one they stretch out? I'm sure
Why
that's...
would we stretch all of them?
Violet Beauregard gets puffed up because she has the chewy.
Yeah, I know, but at the end, like...
Oh, I'm
Is
not
it
asked,
Augusta?
you know.
Okay.
Sorry. Have you two got any holidays planned? Oh, we discussed Tom's.
Yeah, we discussed mine. I'm off soon.
Yeah? You
You-
excited?
Yeah, that'd be nice. I really need a fucking holiday.
You look at it, man.
Holiday.
Yeah,
I know
man.
just the place.
No discounts for friends and family.
No
You're paying for it.
What?
We won't be friends when I'm doing it.
Or family.
You can watch a bonus episode on Patreon each week. We don't have Cameron on this week because scheduling issues, aka he has a job.
Lucky.
Loser.
Yeah, and we've got a bonus episode coming out this month. We haven't filmed it yet, but it'll be great. So each month, £4, you get 4 episodes and a special.
It's great value
Or
for
if
money.
things are going
Yeah.
badly, you'll get 1 episode and no specials. Yeah? We haven't signed anything.
Barely an episode.
This
Why don't
is
you just do
hello.
what they used to do in school and, like, you know, they give kids a hamster? Or it's like someone keep Dave, elemental
That's a
ballot.
good point.
Keep Dave or Ryan for a week in a
In a
cage.
cage,
Keep
yeah,
Ryan.
nice.
If you keep Ryan, you won't even know he's there.
Give him one of them little wheels and a bottle he can suck on.
What was it?
Oh yeah,
They're not driving, are they? Me hamster's in the podcast, maybe a fuck. What have you said?
You've not touched your wheel.
Just dancing around.
I'm just coming up with ideas.
It's good.
I'm coming up with solutions.
great
the other one's
ideas,
coming up
to
with
be
problems.
Yeah.
He's coming up with more than you two, you know? He's got the
What?
Can you show
podcast
us up,
hamster
man?
wheel.
No, not at all.
Showing us
Discord
up.
disco, mate. That's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, Max's Discord Disco. You can
That's
join
pretty
that. If you join the Patreon, you can join Max's Discord Disco.
Great perk. Great perk. Well worth £4 a month.
What are the other perks we have? Early access to this.
Yep.
Undecided perks.
Yeah,
I guess, there's that the
votes.
unknown.
Yeah,
Yeah, of
votes,
course,
like,
yeah.
punishments. What are we going to do to Cameron? You'll decide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Call in. We're doing a phone in.
Yeah,
So that's
all this and more. And if we do a live show, you guys will get the tickets.
Yeah.
So we were
Trips.
speaking about trips and holidays, weren't we?
Well, I've just been to
Stephen,
New York.
You've just been away.
Oh, I did see that.
New York,
New
the
York.
city that never
New York.
sleeps. Did you
Did
get
it
some
sleep?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
You get
sleeping.
cranky, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was sleeping on the flight back, and it was. I thought I was gonna die. It was because they were talking about turbulence,
Yeah.
and then it was like they did the classic thing that we're going to experience turbulence, seatbelt on, and then there was the one where stow away everything or something,
Yeah.
and then it was cabin crew sit down.
Oh God.
And it was just one after the other. Now you can see the map of where you are,
Yeah.
and we were just coming away from. We just got to where the
We're
ocean.
under the ocean.
The fishes. Please be a screensaver. But it was where the ocean got darker, and we were.
no.
It was like
Was it night?
yeah, and I was thinking if we go in, we're here basically, and it was really shaking.
And of course, there's been a lot of aviation incidents.
Yeah,
of late,
thanks to
so
Donald.
many,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's
So that's on your mind.
Wait for Tom Looney for that. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it-
Fun
thought of that.
fact.
It's just put me off doing any flight. Like even the thought of going away
So
in the summer is put me off that.
I remember
a bit.
when we went on a plane together and I saw the wings moving like that and I was like, oh God, this is terrifying. And you kept alluding to the fact we were going to crash.
Well, I just
So
said
it's-
it. I just no. What actually happened was I pointed out to you how much the wings were shaking.
Yeah,
and I did that to
nice, like-
Zoe at the start of the flight because I was concerned. I went, "Why is it shaking that?" Because it was like that.
Really?
Yeah,
Right.
I thought that's
Real
not good.
party plane. I like the sound of this craft.
Birds fly that.
Yeah, very true. Great point, Max.
Thank you.
So that put me off a little bit, but it was a good time out there.
Do you have a fear of death?
Not really. Do you know what? When we're getting closer to Ireland, I was like, if it crashes here, I'll probably survive.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you think that?
Just
being close to
except for the
home.
fear.
Famously springy country. Boing.
Thank God we crashed in Ireland. It's like the mattress truck. So lucky.
But yeah, it was. No, I don't fear death. My fear is being stuck in the ocean. So that's what that's my main.
So surviving
the issue
and being
just
stuck.
thought of it's just having to. Just being stuck in the ocean. There's sharks there.
Yeah.
Someone gets you eventually. They don't just leave you there.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of planes that
They
crash in the
will.
ocean and then...
They'll notice my personality isn't what they want. No, not enough room here. But yeah, quickly on New York, because I discussed it on the Patreon, but I missed out some great stuff. I know I mentioned Scarlett Johansson walked past us.
Oh, that must have been nice.
Yeah, very smooth skin, modern Scarlett. Quite small though. What else? Oh, we were on a billboard in New York.
I was going to ask about that. Yeah, how'd you manage that?
Great news.
So the people at Patreon, they said, when you're launching the podcast, we'll do something big. And I was thinking, oh, that'd be great. Chris MD once gave us a billboard in Manchester Piccadilly when no one was there. And then they said, we'll do it in New York. And I was like,
wow,
that's crazy. The thought of being there in Times Square. And then I said, well, actually, I'm going to New York at the end of the month. Do you reckon these dates will line up? And they said, yeah, it should do. But then they never told me when it would be going up. Like I was expecting like a specific time.
Just waiting around Times Square.
So we were walking through, and then Zoe went, that says White Noise Poddy. I'm like, what? And then I could only see one screen from our angle, and it said White Noise Poddy on Patreon. I was like, oh, our faces aren't on there, but that's still cool that the podcast is there. And then the next day we're walking from the other direction, and you just see our faces just like. And that was cool. It was stressful. It was stressful for Zoe because then I'm going right. Let's get a picture. And this was on her birthday, so I felt a bit bad because part of her birthday is me. Just
this is your present. This is your present, Zoe.
So it's just me stood there doing that. But because there's a cycle of adverts, people are walking past us. I'm going. With Starbucks behind my head. But in New York!
It's like a charity appeal.
Hot coffee!
$50 a month could save a life.
Starbucks don't do that. They charge
the price of a coffee, that.
Yeah, that happened to my dad when he was in New York because they were there for the marathon. No, he was doing...
That's not the same then, is it, Tom?
No, fair enough. Carry on.
Go on, what's happening with your dad?
Oh, do you know what? It's not even that worth it now.
Derailed the
It was something to do with
shit.
the... do you know what? It's not worth it. It's not. He was pointing at a burger and it was embarrassing. It was for the. We were there for the marathon.
You
He did a
went
big
for a
thing and
burger,
he's pointing at the marathon. So there was something for New York, and it changes to a Big Mac, and it's just like.
That's funny, man.
It was good fun. It was good fun. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah.
Well done for persevering with that.
No, don't make it easy, dude.
I did my best.
I'm happy you got through.
Thanks.
You're
Sorry.
still thinking about Augustus Gloop, aren't you?
I'm fuming, mate, and I think it's really gonna, derail me throughout this whole podcast today.
You've got your laugh, you lose coming up.
I know. That's
do,
not gonna be
and-
funny.
And that has put us all in good... Well, all but one of us in good spirits.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I don't know if we have any listeners in New York or America, but we'll find out.
Probably, yeah, should do now.
It'd be great if we
Some
did.
poor gotta live opposite your massive faces on that billboard as well.
And it's,
First thing in the morning.
it's so bright as well. Like, it's just...
Yeah.
It's like
I
the
can
lights
imagine.
there. It's just this glare.
Yeah.
And I was anticipating a way worse face of mine being
I
on
sent
there.
them two options.
Yeah. And so I was quite relieved that it wasn't me doing a.
Well, to be fair, what he's working with, you can only make so much.
Thank you,
happen.
Max.
Cheers,
Thank
mate.
you.
Nice one.
You kidding? You called me Quality Street earlier.
I didn't.
If you were to be a Quality Street, Max.
Huh?
If you were to be a Quality Street, what would you be?
Is that the one with the green triangles?
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
Green triangle.
maybe the purple
big
one.
purple
Big
one as well.
purple. That's the name. No,
So
that is the name.
That's the
That's
They're
the
quite
name.
nutty,
That
big
is the
purple
name.
ones.
Big
Yeah,
sluggy
yeah.
purple.
Big old Nottingham.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
Got a big old nut in you, yeah?
Somewhere. I'll find it.
Prove it.
Prove it. Maybe on the Patreon.
Look forward to that.
What are the perks?
All these.
One of the great days, which involved a little bit of haggling, was Sunday. Because the Liverpool match was on, I said to Zoe, I think we're going to miss it because I'm away. And it's 11:30.
I know yesterday was all about me, but...
so I had to say, look, if we go there, we'll go shopping afterwards. So I negotiated it. We walk into Carrick because I'm thinking there'll be a few people there, a few Americans like football.
Yeah.
It was rammed. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then the American fans, I've been to a Liverpool game, shock, with an American fan behind me who just kept shouting, "Hey ref, does your wife know?" And then I was like, why does he keep saying that? So he asked him, and he goes, in America we say, "Does your wife know that you're fucking us?" So,
all right.
So when I go to America, I was anticipating a lot of this, a lot of
Pre-season tickets.
We've never heard that before.
defense. And it was none of that. It was just, nice normal fans.
No barbecue. That's
no.
my favourite
Yeah.
one.
No.
Barbecue.
Barbecue. Barbecue. We're going to score a goal on you. Barbecue.
There's a guy there who was going, "Liverpool are going to score. I feel it in my bones." And then they scored. They went, "Salah's going to get a goal. I feel it." Then a minute later, they did it. It was incredible. I've never seen anything like it.
Interesting bones, that.
It was, yeah. And then
Old Billy Magic Bones.
he was getting shots for us. He was getting champagne when they won. That was amazing.
wow.
That was really good. That was one of the best experiences I've had in terms of watching a game. So that was a real high.
Yeah,
and then I
yeah.
went from that to just sat in the corner of shops while Zoe went shopping, just on this come down of emotion, just staring at the
Kind of
floor.
drunk.
Yeah, I was waved.
steaming.
I was thinking, can I get a
Yeah.
drink in this shop?
Head down in the corner.
Happy birthday, love.
That win was for you, that. You're sweaty, aren't you? I wish you were.
That fella with the magic bones told me I'd feel like this. Imagine.
That's such a sad image.
Just sickle down me. Can I?
No.
Can I get a top, please? Tight little crop top. NYC. Happy birthday.
I'm picturing him thinking, shall I tell him something's going to happen on the flight home? He looks at you and goes, let him have his moment. Let her have her magical birthday.
I saw a picture which looked like a snowy field in Australia. Turns out it's spider season over there.
Oh, yeah, I've seen these. This is amazing.
This brings us on to our new segment, Max's Australian spider epidemic. Max, what's going on?
I mean, they're breeding like crazy.
That was Max's Australian spider epidemic. Are you a fan of spiders? Anyone? I don't mind a spider.
I don't
Depends.
mind the spider. I showered with a spider today.
Right.
Do they
I'm
accept
really
it?
hard up.
Well, no, I just noticed it was there. I was like, oh, all right.
What?
on the rail, like in the corner. I was just showering as you do, and then I just looked to my left and double take, and there's a spider's
I
web
would
there.
say as you do in general with the...
You're kidding. You're fucking kidding.
Sorry, the shower's like
Sorry, you've got cobwebs all over your shower. Why are you cleaning your shower?
No, I've so there's
Are you in like
a
the
lot.
Adams family house?
So there is a lot of spiders
in the middle of a mouldy room.
No, listen,
There's
Smithy.
spider webs
You
everywhere.
got it all wrong. Got it all wrong. No, there's the window is like right outside it. It's very abundant in terms of greenery. So a lot of spiders come in, and it only takes them like, windows
talk to
open
me
for a
about
few
how-
hours.
how spiders
they'll
work,
they'll
man.
make a web.
He's
Next
got a
day
whole
they're
segment
gone.
on
They're off.
spiders.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
clean it, mate.
I do. My house is very. You were in there today. Is my house
Filthy,
not
mate.
clean?
Filthy.
Showering.
Very, very clean.
Bees everywhere.
So clean. My
Flies
house.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's about your own house, mate. Stinky gaff. Just
Do you know
You'll
what
be-
Max's
yeah.
flat is, no offence, surprisingly clean based on your university days.
Shockingly, all right.
You're kidding.
Your bathroom's really clean.
Yeah,
Both
thank
times
you.
I've been in there.
Yeah.
Mine's a bit of a mess. I just take my clothes off and throw it. What about you, Kev?
What, my bathroom?
You don't strike me as a clean boy in terms of.
What's that about?
You yourself are presented very clean, but I imagine you just
Yeah.
make a fucking mess.
No. I've got a little hook. Put all my stuff on a hook.
Everything.
All my stuff on a hook.
Just the wall buckling under all that weight.
It was horrible when he lived with Abu Hamza.
Worst flatmate I ever had.
Why am I paying half for
Used to
this?
ruin all my loo roll. Hey, where you going?
I reckon he wipes his bum.
With great difficulty, I'd
Yeah, it
imagine.
must be right.
Or with the other hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is an option.
Nah,
Oh,
you
right.
don't do hook
I was going to say.
He's on his phone in the other one. Oh, it's going to be the hook again, I suppose. Curse you, TikTok.
Oh, no. Yeah, that would make sense.
It's like Candy Crush. Interrupting this streak.
Close to a win, baby.
Would you ever go to Australia whilst we're on it?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I would.
Lots of spiders need help in the shower over there.
Yeah,
An
man.
awful lot of them.
So many play dates. I don't have an urge to go to Australia because the flight's just so long.
Mm.
Lots
Yeah.
of sea.
Yeah,
You could
Yeah.
end up in.
and there will be sharks there.
You know, spiders can fly across the sea. They make little parachutes with the webs and fly across the sea from
kidding?
Australia.
Yeah.
I don't
To
believe
where?
you.
Seriously, could you look that up for us, Ethan? They
Yeah.
definitely can.
Yeah, that'll be.
Yeah,
the
they're
wind
like
is all sorts.
millions and millions
They're
of
very
them.
light.
Yeah, they can go wherever they like.
Long
Spiders
distances.
and the spiders under the sea. They've evolved to live under the sea.
Bloody hell.
We'll have
You
to
don't
do
need to
that
look that
soon.
up, Ethan. I know that's true.
Well, yeah, spiders can travel across oceans through a process called ballooning, where they release silk threads that act like sails and carry them across the water.
Wow.
Wild, that.
What an education. I never
Yeah,
knew that. That's crazy.
Imagine if you could just, squirt out a big web balloon out your bum and then just float away.
Yeah.
God, I dream of that,
Where
mate.
would you go to?
Oh, where wouldn't I go to,
Go on.
Just straight up
It's into the space.
into the
Yeah,
stars.
that's it, yeah. Go up and meet Katy Perry. Scotland. I don't know. Scotland.
You get
Very
Scotland.
looking out the spaceship window.
First stop, Glasgow.
Shitting out the balloon.
I've got my
I'll be
suit.
buggered when this pops.
Waving with his blooded hook.
Candy Crush on the other hand.
Accidentally snags you with the hook.
The whole space station comes crumbling down to the ground.
You won't believe what I saw up there.
I feel like if it popped, I'd just sort of fly away.
We now have time for our next segment. Ethan, please get ready. It is Tom Looney Celebrity Gossip.
Oi, did you hear what that loony bloke just said?
Jojo Siwa breaks up with girlfriend at Celebrity Big Brother rap party.
Yep. This happened earlier in the week, didn't it?
Oi, did you hear what that loony bloke just said?
What was the catering like at the rap party?
Passable.
Just in the shower with the spiders, right? Don't mind us. We have another bloody segment. Last week, I did a rip roaring you laugh you lose.
Oh, yeah,
Really
man.
clever stuff.
Yeah.
And it all just happened naturally, and I recorded it.
Great.
Max laughed first, so it is now Max's go for your laugh you lose.
But Cam can do what he wants, can't he?
Well, I think Cam's in it.
Is he?
Yeah, if,
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
if,
Yeah,
I,
hopefully
if I
so.
laugh, then if
Next
I'm
time
ever
he's
on
on.
again, do I? Oh,
Right.
then
Yeah,
I have to
yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
Okay. So there's a first,
You
a
never
second,
know.
and a third here.
No, it's just whoever laughs.
Yeah, that's the rules. That's how it's always been done, Tom.
No, I just thought if Cam's not in next week, then it gets second place.
Fair. That makes good. That's a good
Don't
point.
worry. Make you do it regardless. How long do you need, Max?
There is a time limit, right?
30 seconds.
Typically 30 seconds. I had 34. I only needed 2.
Ryan's
Okay.
had a minute.
Yeah, but that was Ryan.
That's true.
And
Could
he
I say
needed
40? Could I say 40?
30 was almost
30's fine then.
yeah,
30's fine. I can do 30, I guess. I went to my Uncle Chuck's house.
Have we started?
No, not
Oh,
yet.
right.
No, this is just
Uncle Chuck.
getting you ready for the laughs to
Great.
come.
You haven't seen your parents for years. You go into Uncle Chuck's.
Yeah, Uncle Chuck's fun. Uncle Chuck's got banter. And Uncle Chuck actually had a friend round. An old friend of ours.
Wow.
And I thought, what better way to bring back some old laughs than to
Well, now I'm thinking about how you've carried this across Manchester.
bring back an old friend, Pup Pup.
Pup Pup.
Everyone remembers the Pup Pup, don't they?
I didn't know Pup Pup was still alive.
I don't remember
Uncle
Pup
Chuck's
Pup.
been
You don't remember
touching
Pup Pup?
Pup.
No.
Magic Ian. He did some magic for you on your birthday.
Just
Pup Pup's in
about.
good
You've got
condition.
bad memory,
Just
Tom.
about.
You've got a bad memory.
I don't know.
Uncle
Traumatic
Chuck's been
events. You
holding
kind
on
of
to,
just.
to Pup Pup for a few years now.
Bet
So,
Pup Pup's mouth seen some things.
Looks it.
wait, can we? This is like a family-friendly bit.
Sorry.
Pup
That's all
Pup's
right.
got
Get
through
your hand
the
up
game
there,
for
yeah.
days. Look at that.
Don't say he's got throat goat Chuck Chuck. Chuck Chuck.
Pup Pup's silly goose.
Yeah. So we're going to do some comedy.
Pup Pup's just staring at your tummy there.
What? He's having a good time. And you Chuck.
We all are.
Thank you. Thank you.
I need to stop laughing there.
Or start, please. I don't want to ever do this again. So we're going to be doing some comedy for you, if that's okay. I am ready, so I'm just going to read this.
Should we start
This
the timer?
begin?
I'm going to
Max.
laugh within 5 seconds. This isn't fair.
Right, you ready, Pup Pup?
Has this started?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Starts when you're ready, Max.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay. So, 3, 2, 1. What are you eating for dinner? Oh. That's Uncle Chuck's. You're right, Uncle Chuck.
You've not seen Pup Pup, have you? I've looked everywhere.
Yeah, I took him from your house the other day. Is that all right?
What? Oh, you bloody bastard. You've taken me fuck puppet.
You what?
Me fuck puppet. You know, since your aunt left, I've been a bit, you know.
Look, mate, I'm with friends. Can we do this later?
Fucky. Chucky won't fucky.
Chucky will get fucky later, okay?
I'll get myself off.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Such a cheap trick.
Fuck it. I never want to do you laugh, you lose ever again. It's the worst segment.
It's 2 weeks of farting now. That's 2 weeks.
I went before. I went pre-fart.
Yeah.
I went at Chucky One Fucky.
Such a cheap trick for the farce in.
I
I
just.
think I went at Chucky Won't Fucky.
Yeah, we'll have to get a thing.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was really struggling before that though.
Oh, it could be me next.
Dear.
Do
Jesus
you know what?
Christ.
I hate that segment.
I think a part of you enjoyed that.
God.
Yeah, we're back to me possibly.
I hope so.
I feel like it's
Really
just going to be
hope so.
tennis.
Yeah.
It's just me,
I
you.
do have one ready to go, but I still want to play
You've
the
just got a
game.
bad
and
sense
not-
of humour.
God, this is clever stuff, man.
I'm trying not to laugh. I am trying. Once I got past Chucky One Fucky.
Chucky,
I was in the clear.
yeah, I
Yeah.
guess you were, because then I think it was just wanking, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just wanking and
It's great
nothing.
to see Pup Up again, though.
yeah, mate. I found him in a box the other day.
Wow, what was that box called?
It doesn't have a name, I'm afraid.
Anything else in the box?
A lot of Christmas cards. Oh, Christmas
okay.
cards. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I think I'm a bit sentimental.
Yeah.
You don't need the centre. That's good. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh, we were.
yeah.
Help's available.
Do you know, that would have been a funny joke if we hadn't just had that mental stuff that went on. And there's a genuine concern about Max's mental state now.
Yeah.
You've got one ready to go.
Well, I kind of had some thoughts about,
I
what
think
could
if you're
do.
so worried that you're going to do the segment, yeah, I get that.
Was this after you watched, what's his name, Shane Gillis? Were you inspired by that?
No, just
Oh, I've got
I'm in
some
the
notes.
habit now of just writing things down on my phone
Just
when I
that set
think of
word
it.
for word.
What's the deal with spiders being frigid? Right?
Well, I heard the other day, right? What sports person is bigger than their sport, and they're so good at it that no one could ever come close to how good they were. And I think there's only like 2 answers.
Michael Phelps.
He's one of the
Usain Bolt?
answers. Oh, 3 answers. Then. There's like 3
That Bolt will
answers.
be beaten soon.
I think if you look at every sport, there's always the GOAT, isn't there?
Tom Brady.
I think a
yeah.
lot of it
I
might
know more
just be
about Tom
time.
Brady than his sport.
Yeah, Sue
Yeah.
Barker tennis.
Yeah?
Luke
Yeah.
Littler.
Yeah, that's a
now,
good one,
because-
yeah.
Luke the Nuke.
I know we've lived with darts in the UK. It's always been around, but I feel like now he's taking it a bit
Yeah.
I feel
into other
Yeah.
places. Yeah.
I feel like darts are getting bigger.
Yeah,
not,
Luke
yeah.
Littler.
not the actual darts themselves.
There's a guy, just before we leave it, you've heard of Wayne Gretzky?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I read
hockey.
this the other day. Yeah, the hockey player. He's got so many goals and assists, and he was so far ahead that if he'd never scored a goal in his whole career, his goals and assists would still be higher than the next person's,
Wow.
which is ridiculous.
Wayne Gretzky. What
You
was
miss
he?
100% of the shots you miss?
You don't
Wait,
say.
no,
Mate.
you
There's
don't.
100.
I
That
think
is true.
you've
No,
missed a
that's
bit of this
true.
conversation.
You miss 100
I've got
shots.
something I'd like to say.
Have you had 100 shots? Or
Well,
you've
that's
missed
his. That's his famous phrase,
Go on,
isn't
Max.
it?
This is your moment.
You miss 100% of the shots
You miss. That's
you miss.
right.
Yeah, I don't.
I hope
fucking
someone
know.
makes one of those black and white photos of that
Sure,
you share on Facebook.
the way you say, I think. And this is just something I say, guys.
Could be wrong.
You miss the shots that you 100%.
You miss the shots you take. 100% of the time, you miss every time.
I missed my vaccine shot. I didn't take 100%. What was your first sort of red flag of each other? You know, when we were getting to know each other, was there anything where you went, "Oh, that's a red flag"? I'll give you an example.
Oh,
Max,
Jesus.
Max, he was walking with Padlock Boy at university.
Yeah.
The boy with the padlock on. Tom, you said to me, I remember you saying, it was quite early on, I'm quite good at lying. And then ever since then I was like, I'm going to catch him. So that was I'll get him on that. Either that or the earring.
I'll be surprised if this isn't Sleepwalking.
Cameron Green. No. It was pretty much the very first time I met you.
Oh,
you turned
no,
around
that
and
makes sense.
you're right, as straight as a roundabout.
Yeah. That was a
More
classic
of a pride flag
deflection.
than a red flag.
He said that to everyone.
I hope.
just gauging replies.
I thought you said
I'm
Gasian.
canvassing.
Gasian, like gay Asian. Just gay Asian replies. I don't remember him at the school.
Been hanging around Chinatown.
I'm going out Chinatown.
That's good. Yeah, sorry, I missed that.
It is good.
They're rubbing my little eye.
First time.
Oh, fuck, here we go.
I
Jesus.
took to Max just quite quickly.
Yeah.
You know, he just seemed like, a bit of a misfit kind of character, just someone on the fringes.
That was
But
probably
he
the
was
one there.
he was a funny guy. He was a lot better put together than he seems now.
That's for years of knowing you.
He was really smartly dressed in chinos and a Ralph Lauren polo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mum dressed me.
Yeah.
She went, wear these, you'll make friends at uni. So, all right, cheers.
And he did.
Yeah, friends. I think with you,
Yeah.
we were sat in a circle and you had a chair.
Yeah, man.
And I said to the
yeah.
teacher, "Oh, can I have a chair, please?" And she went, "No," and you laughed at me.
Yeah, because
And I thought, that's not on,
I
mate.
just took a chair.
And since then I've made it my life's mission to take you down.
Right.
It's working.
You just don't know it yet, do you?
Yeah. Obviously, the first time I met Cam was for when he was
Had to be
Big Jake for the
skateboarder.
first time.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
So,
wasn't the first time he was Big Jake.
Nope.
but I continued to call him Jake for a while because he.
That's probably,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's such an
That can
impression.
be yours then, yeah. Because I do
Yeah.
remember saying, like, Jake's not my name. And you're like,
No.
all right, Jake.
But I did it all the time. Even when I know, I still call Ethan Nathan sometimes. I don't know.
I
why.
haven't noticed it today, though.
No, I've really
well today.
No, it's
made
good,
an
that.
effort now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're very welcome. And then, and the first time I think we went to. First time I properly spent time with Stephen was when we went to the Frog and
I
Bucket.
hate it there now.
Yeah.
There's something changed there.
Fuck me.
And we walked back.
Fuming.
We walked back together. And we were going past Bramall Court where you were.
Yeah.
And I had a good chat with Stephen, but he was quiet.
I'm very
A
quiet.
little bit awkward.
I wouldn't speak to many people. Even my
Yeah.
flatmates didn't really speak to.
Mm.
But I was
Maybe
really
you thought you
shy.
were a
I did think to myself, is he enjoying this experience?
Oh, I
Not
wasn't
the walk
enjoying
with me,
uni.
but just generally, yeah.
Oh no, I would have been on edge walking in Salford.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially around Bramall Court, that area.
Yeah.
was,
I would have been keeping my cards close to my chest anyway.
Yeah.
Because at uni I was like, what are these people like?
Yeah.
So, especially you, Max. Because again, I thought, you had the fancy clothes. I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, God,
Who
I
also
need
has a
get
link
dressed
to
by my mum more.
Padlock Boy?
I never saw him with Padlock Boy.
Well, that probably helped you.
Yeah.
So I don't even remember who he was. I think I
You
I
had the
think he
keys to the
said-
padlock.
he was following me. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, great. Fucking oh, I thought that was something else.
No, is it you're swallowing the key so we can't get out?
Fucking
Want this
hide.
padlock, dear? Watch it float away.
Abu Hamza trying to grab it. I should have put the key in my box of Quality Street.
Ah.
Fucking
Touched a
hell.
nerve.
Fuming. Yeah, I don't remember Padlock. Like, I think I went to Halifax with him, the bank.
Yeah.
And apart from that, he said he
What's
was on
this guy's story?
He said he was on the comedy course.
He had a
and I was
padlock.
like, he told me he was on the comedy course, and I was like, oh fuck, this is worrying. Because he was like, he had a little leather jacket on, big. It wasn't just a padlock; it was like a massive chain.
Yeah,
like
it was.
a Mr.
Like a
T
Mr.
sort
T
of
effort, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh okay, this is cool. So I'd already been to another uni. I was like,
It's
I don't
a
want
bold start to uni.
It
isn't
is,
it?
yeah.
A chance to reinvent yourself.
Exactly,
I'm not going to be that same old guy.
Do you reckon someone stole his bike and he's like, they're not taking this? Max, do you worry that he was on the comedy course and after that walk into town, he thought,
You'll never guess the fucking weirdo I've been stuck with all morning.
I'll get a padlock too. Look at the pad bros.
I put this on to scare
I've
him
got a
off.
chastity belt.
Have you? So next week's
So it was a
IMAX.
hell of a quip, but he flipped that real quick.
I'm dangerous, man.
Fucking shit. The improv
Gotta watch
king,
out
man.
for this guy.
Oh, Padlock boy just couldn't handle it, could
That's
it?
it, mate. That's it.
So he wasn't on the comedy
No, I
course.
don't think I ever saw
Yes,
him
Padlock
again.
boy is Jamali.
saying, I can't believe I missed this guy at the Apollo. He must be booked in every week.
He changed his act completely.
Padlock is now Ryan Lock.
We don't know the guy anymore, but the Padlock we did. Probably said about the same amount of stuff. Yeah.
Padlock really came out of his shell over the 3 years.
The guy I used to hang around with. Not anymore. Yeah, weird moment that.
Red flags for me and Cam.
You were always funnier than me, which was always an
Oh,
issue.
no, I wasn't.
You were.
It's just at stand-up I'd have
Stand-up,
sometimes
yeah.
better shows.
Much better. Which, was a threat to me.
Yeah.
Because,
Wow.
always a threat.
The improv king sensed
That's it,
sensed a
mate. That's
rival.
it.
If ever I imagined what you'd be like doing stand-up, the only thing I could imagine is that you'd stand in front of a microphone and scream. I can't
You're not far off, to be
I can't
honest.
picture anything else other than you standing there and going like,
Unless the microphone's not working, we had that before, didn't we?
But
When Gargamel stormed
I'd
off
watch that
stage.
quite happily. I'd really enjoy that.
Do you know what I kept saying in New York was like the re something. It was like the Re-Mail was a shop. There's a place called, I swear it was called the Re-Max. There was a van in Manchester called Re-Max.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Mate, you are
There
going to
we
be
go.
in
You know
the
what?
money.
There we
I
go.
hate to
You
do
knew
this.
that, didn't you?
I hate to do this. Ethan, would you please play the joke thief announcement sound?
Shut up and sit down. We have a joke thief that needs to be punished pronto.
That's right. I was.
Is that a different voice?
No.
Sounds a bit more racist than
That
last
sounds a lot more Indian than I remember.
It was always that. But when Ryan was around, I had to.
Right, okay.
Re, of course, your catchphrase.
Yeah, of course,
Um,
yeah.
But I was watching Ace Ventura, and he blasts out Re.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What, in 27 minutes 30 seconds?
No way. No, man.
We're going to have to do a backlog of all the Re's and just work out what's a suitable punishment for about 2,000 joke thefts.
Fucking hell, yeah.
stand-up show, just shouting "Re, please, please." Like beat the frog, just stand there
Beat the Re out of me.
with the puppet.
The puppet.
One is Max,
He's got a
one is
name.
the puppet.
Max, you could, of course, say your piece.
I don't remember seeing that film.
You've not seen Ace Ventura?
I've seen...
But first you'll have to unlock your device.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's all. It's fucking, this is a
Max,
complete not hand-off.
He's got it set up to his phone. Play as Ventura. Right now.
Remind me of that noise.
Quick,
from
make a
Ace
phone
Ventura.
call. Get out of there. We've been rumbled.
Watch him start pulling faces at the camera.
I don't remember watching it. I probably have seen it.
Yeah, you've seen Ace Ventura.
Yeah, of course I have.
Guaranteed.
But I don't remember seeing it.
Yeah.
So I guess subconsciously that sort of... And you know what? It's always
Subconscious
good.
Re, as you say.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Do you get off
That's
lighter
real
for a
good.
subconscious theft?
I think taking inspiration from a great film such as that...
Can't spell great without Re.
Yeah.
That's so true. Fuck, I'm stuck, aren't I? Yes.
Backwards is re.
I did it, and I'll do it again, mate. Yeah. So what you want to hear? Yeah. This is it. This is my word.
That lack of remorse is not going to help the punishment, is
That's
it?
Mike
not what
Myers.
Jim Kerr wants to hear.
Jim Carrey. I got the wrong guy.
Jim Carrey.
I didn't want to say. I didn't want to be a joke thief. I'm no hack.
So I'm just going to have to sit in a room and listen to that 2,000 times.
But you're the one who's saying it.
Because I don't want to do that.
You're the one who's saying re 2,000 times.
Oh, what I meant? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant
On
joke
stage.
alarm.
At Beat the Re.
Beat the ring.
Re.
Beat the ring. That's a totally different show.
That was you in Hamburg.
That's what I'm going to say.
It's the UFO kebabs to
I've got an axe to grind. And a pole.
Beat the ring.
Should we have some Stephen Lies?
Yes.
Yes,
Great.
please.
Stephen lies. Stephen sweet little lies. Oh yeah, he's proper fit and gives me a wide on.
Cameron, you're our detective. Would you leave the room for 20 seconds, please?
Sure will.
Cam! Hey.
Some fibs for me.
You're looking for 2 fibs and 1 truth.
2 fibs, 1 truth. Sure. Go on then, Max.
I popped my granddad's colostomy bag.
I don't know if you've told me about that before. That rings a bell.
Well, his granddad does. Then Max comes and pops his colostomy back.
He's done it again.
I just wanted a cup of tea.
I need a refill.
Refill.
Why do you need to refill it? You can do that yourself, Granddad.
Fill my
Your nan will get worried otherwise.
I need it swinging from my hip.
I need a clean stool. The big game's on Saturday. I got to test clean. After the big game, grandson, what have you been having? I've never seen him up. I disgust him.
It's worse than the one that I had.
Oh, horrible. Any joke got in my head.
Bag's the least of your worries.
There's a whole spider.
You know, grandson of mine.
He spent sure on VHS. Tom?
Yeah.
I received a prostate exam in error.
Right.
I think we've got a theme here.
Okay.
I had some toilet troubles.
What?
Well, can you elaborate on the toilet troubles? Because that's definitely true. Everyone's had toilet troubles.
I recently had some toilet troubles. Any better? No.
No, go on, keep going.
So I was going to New York recently, and I was heading off to the bathroom.
Turbulence on this plane, I reckon. Flying all over the place.
That's good.
I was heading off we were still in Manchester Airport, and I was walking off to the toilet, and I walk into the big disabled cubicle. I know I'm not disabled, but it was the only free cubicle, and I'm conscious about my penis size. Anyway, so I walk in there, and lo and behold, I hear this noise. I think, what's going on here? A gentleman's followed me into the cubicle and has just taken the tissue out of there, and I'm just looking at him, gobsmacked, as he's in the cubicle with me, just taking all my tissues. What?
What? What do you look like?
He was a Hasidic Jew.
Don't mind me.
So I don't know what that noise is. and he does that. He does that as if I'm the issue, daring to shut the cubicle door.
You're meant to be disabled to use this one.
How long was he in there for?
Not that long, I'll be honest. It was about probably 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But
Felt like
I was
long
still,
enough,
yeah.
I was gobsmacked, a stranger in the cubicle with me. And then that's not good enough for you. I was in New York this time.
And then a priest came in after him.
I was
A priest and an imam.
I was in a lovely eatery, and I went into the bathroom, and I was sat there, and I have this terrible habit of just going on my phone when I'm on the toilet, Abu Hamza-esque.
Yeah, man.
And when I'm away from home, I don't poo as well. You know, it's more like little poos, rabbit droppings, rubbish. You know, my bum loves my toilet seat. Anyway, so I'm sat there, and then a woman just opens the door and walks in, and I just go, "I'm so sorry," but of course I'm mid poo, and she shuts the door, but she can't do anything, can she? She can't lock it.
Is it like a shared gender toilet?
No, it's a massive cubicle, but it was just one cubicle in this place, and I've accidentally not locked the door. I thought I had, but I hadn't.
Okay.
So she walks in and obviously sees me naked taking a poo.
Naked?
Naked.
Well, I had my top on, but you know, obviously I take.
All my clothes hung up.
Works every time.
Taking a poo for your granddad.
Having a poo, not taking a poo. That's just
Taking a dump.
Save this one for later.
And then so she goes, but then
Naked poo burglar.
Drop one off, take one away.
Where does he store them?
like, no, swatch on this.
Spend a penny, take a penny.
I like it. So she can't lock the door. So I have to mid poo, just waddle to the door, praying Scully Hansen doesn't just walk in, catching me mid waddle. Thankfully, lock it. And then the rest of my poo is just the trepidation of going, is she out there when I open the door? How do I go about it? Do I say I'm really sorry? I imagine she'll say sorry, but realistically it was me who was the one in the wrong.
Yeah.
And then after sort of, waiting a lot of time, I walk out, no one's there. And I say, can we go now, please, Zoe? So we went.
She's had the best birthday of all time, this lady.
That's why you're not going to New York for a while, isn't it?
Yeah, TSA had a few things to say.
That's why we're banned from the synagogue.
But if it was that guy from the first one, that would have been incredible. Probably not as bad, because he would have just been after the tissues.
Following you around, taking up the tissue. Okay,
You'll never
Tom,
wipe
go on then.
again.
So you accidentally
Yep.
had, what was it, a prostate exam?
Yes.
Right. Did you fall onto somebody's hand or what?
No. I was suffering at the time with some bad sciatic pain. It was really, really bad for a period.
Mm-hmm.
And GP said, you need to go and go to A&E. You need to go and get checked out. The stuff they can do there, that, obviously can't have at the surgery. So I went down. Obviously, I was triaged. They ask you a few questions, and obviously based on them questions, it's ruling things out, isn't it? So I was getting some numbness and some, sciatic pain. It can radiate down the leg. There is a question. I think it's about. There's a condition like, I forget the name of the condition, but it's where you suffer a spine compression, and it can cause like permanent damage. So when it happens, if you feel numbness, you need to, they need to find out right away.
Right.
I said no. That numbness in the genital area around you.
Oh my
bum.
goodness gracious!
I said no. I wasn't. That's not an issue for me.
Yeah.
But obviously, because I mentioned that
I've never had more feeling down there.
Absolutely fine. Because I don't know. Because maybe I mentioned numbness in the foot.
Right.
She's obviously made a mistake. I mean, I was going to go for certain tests anyway. But then the doctors come in.
Makes it more believable.
Yeah. So obviously, I'm not questioning anything. I'm definitely due process. Does the prostate exam, I'm on all fours on the bed. It's a weird experience, They're professionals, but it's not ideal.
Yeah.
On all fours on the bed?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
on the
they've
bed.
got to stick it
on
in,
all
haven't
fours,
they?
yeah.
What?
Get the glove on.
Yeah. It's awful.
Do you have to do it on all fours? I thought you just sort of...
No.
No, well...
Yeah.
I just sort of legs behind the head, grab. Pretzel.
Do it
All
yourself.
finished. Keep
So,
I just spent some time in New York. This is the pretzel I like to do.
So he takes the glove off and he sits down. He says, obviously, I'm happy with what's happened.
Happy with my job. They said there'd be perks.
Hangs the glove up on a hook.
But
The
obviously,
doctor
you know,
will be in soon.
because you said you were feeling some numbness around the genital area, you know, we had to rule this out. Blah blah. And I said, "Oh no, that wasn't an issue for me." I said that's I wasn't feeling any numbness, and you could see he realised like,
Oh dear.
and to be, you know, I said, "Well, obviously, there's been a mistake, but it's good that we've ruled it out, and if you just sit tight." Well, someone will come in. And
It's
we'll
not
take you
tight
for
anymore.
The other test. So, you know, cheers, doc. I'll go pop my pants on.
Jesus.
Apparently, these things happen quite often in hospitals.
You hear a lot about,
Yeah,
When
but
Jimmy
things
Savile
like
used to go
but it was a
around.
very simple thing. It was literally like if I had been feeling numbness in an area, that's why they needed to check. But I wasn't.
To be
I was
fair,
getting
you're at the
numbness in
age
my.
where
Yeah.
it's probably good that you got that done anyway. I'd say.
Well, that's what he kind of. I mean, you could tell he was kind of like just.
What's all these cobwebs, lad?
I like how he put his finger into me, my wife. It implies he's got a lot to work with.
Getting
See,
tissue
there's
to
an
wipe
echo
out
in
and
here.
just a Jewish man there just stealing all the tissue. No bum is safe in Manchester.
Okay, Max, go on then. So,
So
pop that bag.
I've got a granddad.
Yeah,
Or
man.
Used to, R.I.P. And he had a mobility scooter, which as a kid I used to ride a lot because who wouldn't ride a mobility scooter? It's sick. I would do it now if it was allowed. It is
Probably
allowed,
is.
Yeah.
but it costs a lot of money and I don't have that.
I saw a fella on the road while I was driving here on a mobility
It's so
scooter.
weird when you see people on mobility scooters on
in
the road.
third
Yeah.
lane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's he overtaking?
Yeah, exactly.
And you would want one if you could get your hands on one.
Well, you know what? I say that, probably not.
Yeah, it's
I
not,
feel like it's
not a good look,
it's
is
not-
it?
it's not,
It's just not. It's not something you want to add. To,
No,
you know,
I guess not.
yeah.
Once you're on it, you're not going to get off.
No,
Like, the
ever.
convenience.
Bit like your granddad.
R.I.P.
Pops by name, pop by nature.
Cheers. So he was sitting on the sofa, but he had not taken his colostomy bag off the mobility scooter. So it's connected, and it's like
so this is connected to his.
yeah,
It's follow
yeah,
pedal.
and it's hanging on the mobility scooter.
Ah.
I didn't know this
Yeah.
because I was just a wee nipper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or wee nicker in this story.
Apple
So I
juice,
sat on the mobility scooter and I drove it around the front room, living room, whatever you want to call it,
Is there anything worse than watching the TV than Max doing that?
doing donuts.
Fucking hell. Shit and piss spray up against the wall.
I was thinking surely it's going to
No,
flick.
they thought I was
I like
gonna,
the way you rode around, so it sounds like you didn't notice right away.
I could have been like a Formula One driver, you know, the
Is
things I
that
was
mine or
doing.
yours, Grandad?
Formula number one.
Your bag's over there, son.
Just another evening at Grandad's house.
So obviously, as I drove forward, it unhooked and it just splattered all over the floor.
Oh.
Which isn't a good look, anyway,
No.
that you look at it, I
What
guess.
did your granddad have to say about
I'll
that?
take that.
I mean, surely if it's connected. So that's on the mobility scooter.
Yeah.
It's still connected to his.
No, so he
Todge.
didn't, like,
Then
rip
he's,
out of him.
He's following your hand, and he surely.
He can move at this
He's
point.
in big trouble.
So it came off the... It came,
Swinging in the air.
I was going really fast.
Slower.
It was more of a car than a mobility
Just go
scooter.
back and forward, please. Nearly
Max
there.
has gone rogue. He's pulled out. I think he's in the garden down the street.
It'd be class if his granddad didn't move and just kept getting longer.
It's so it came off the mobility scooter.
Right.
So it wasn't dragging. I wasn't dragging my granddad around
Right, yeah,
by
okay.
his his penis. It'd fallen off the mobility scooter, hit the floor and popped.
Right.
And then obviously
A balloon.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Yeah.
a water balloon.
Right. So I'm looking for one truth, two lies. Aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So I would really like Max's to be true. I think the only thing throwing me off about that is that they send you to A&E before having you triaged. I think there's a problem there.
You get triage when you go to A&E. That's the first
No,
thing
I think once you go to the doctor, they'd be like, right, let's give you a proper check, do the triage there, and then they save time in A&E. So you don't need that. We'll just go and get you that procedure. That's what I think. That's my detection, and I just think there's too much. There's too much going on in your one. I could believe you had constipation in an airport.
Not in the airport. In New York.
It's the Mel Brooks comedy characters that keep appearing.
Why did he hiss at me though? You know,
That is weird.
Yeah.
was it like he was going to whisper?
Maybe.
Psst, got any toilet roll?
No, I don't use that. I've got the guts to fear. Always bring me on.
So yeah, I think there's too many characters in yours, man.
Yeah.
So I'd like, even though I think it's ridiculous. I'd like
Life
to be
happens.
true,
Life
yeah.
can be ridiculous at
Yep.
sometimes. Mine was a lie.
Ah! So you did have.
Yes,
trouble.
yes, I did. Yeah, I
have
had a couple of visitors.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I was really embarrassed about the woman walking in.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing.
Just the trepidation of having to get to the door, which in a big bathroom is like from there to that bit. I was thinking,
That's a big
God,
bathroom.
if someone else walks in, because I can't put my
You've got
pants
to-
up because I've
you've
got a
got to
pilly
own
bum.
Oh Christ!
Yeah. Well, on the theme of shit, we have IMAX.
Oh, brilliant.
Hey guys,
Hi, Max.
who loves cinema?
Me.
I like the cinema.
Who loves the financial side of Tinseltown?
I don't really know.
No?
No,
You don't
I
look at
w-
like how much money a film's made and go,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
that's cool.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, Avatar's the top.
Yeah,
Avatar's top dog, and then it's something else and something else. I don't know. You look it up yourself. Probably be on Wikipedia. But the thing is that it takes a lot to police people going to the cinema,
Right.
people buying DVDs, people watching VHSs at home. And there are people out there that would possibly bootleg a DVD.
fuck off.
I didn't want to use a different word there. Just, well, I just you didn't say pirate, but I mean, that's going to be the theme of your IMAX.
That would have been a good idea.
Right.
Didn't do that, I'm afraid. Slightly annoying. Maybe next week we can stick on the theme of pirating video. But no, I took it upon myself to check and
You know where the words coming out of your mouth.
not really. I don't think I have since I started today. I think I'm still stuck on the Augustus Gloop bit.
What are you checking? What are you checking?
Just I want to put a stop
He's
to
got a
DVD
bootleg version
bootlegging.
of the English language. This man, he's really struggling.
I'm just fuming at bootleggers.
Right.
Can you get behind that?
Do you know
We'll
there's-
see.
Can you agree with that?
There's a guy. Oh, I shouldn't speak, should I? What if I'm
course you
rude?
can.
There's the Wrexham fan called the Bootlegger,
The bootlegger.
Yeah.
Is there?
and he goes,
He's a peculiar
"That's
character, isn't he?
disgusting. You just knew that was going to happen." But in Welsh. He was a Wrexham fan before Wrexham was a cool thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
He's
cool
the
now
guy.
though.
Too much Gatorade now to be cool.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sorry, Max.
No, it's fine. Enjoy yourself whilst you can. So this is me taking on bootleggers.
Nice.
Yeah, probably.
Tonight on IMAX, we go undercover to fight the Del Boys of cinema, DVD bootleggers. I've been messaging a man on the dark web who's invited us around to get our hands on Mickey 17. And here we are.
Fuck's sake.
I'm Chris Hansen. What are you doing here?
Hey buddy, I hear this is the place to come for something fresh and new. Wink wink.
Why don't you do me a favor and come on in? Will you bring your stuff in?
Oh, we don't have much. Did you bring anything, Tom?
Bring me toffees.
Oh yeah, candy. You know, I think it's a stereotype to bring candy to something like this, but it really does help.
Why don't you have a seat over in that chair, please?
Will do. Oh, and what a chair. It's been a while since my bum's enjoyed a lazy boy.
And how old are you?
I'm 32. Old enough to enjoy some R-rated fun. Wait, who are these guys?
You are being taped.
What?
I'm Chris Hansen, and I'm doing a story on adults trying to meet children online for sex.
Oh, la-dee-da, how important. Well, I'm doing a sting on men selling DVD bootlegs and taking money from Hollywood, so...
This 32-year-old guy wants to spend a Sunday afternoon
Well,
chilling.
no.
with
I'm here to buy Mickey 17 off of you. Ow! No, the DVD!
These are some of the texts the 32-year-old man sent to our decoy.
I want to watch it and masturbate to it.
Well, can you blame me? Have you seen Robert Patterson?
Who did you think you were going to meet here?
Look, I thought I was meeting a Del Boy selling DVDs or something. Wait, Del Boy is here. You flogging DVDs, David?
Why don't you mind your own bloody business, eh?
Oh, I think he might be here for you, Chris. Lol.
LOL, yeah.
Oh.
You know what, Cameron? If you're going to sit here going, oh, then you can get out, mate, yeah?
Yeah, I feel happy for the
Go
best.
on, yeah.
Happy for the
Get gone. Sorry about him, Max.
No, it's annoying when you go through that much effort to save the sanctity of Hollywood.
Yeah.
And you get what? You know?
Just be, oh, you might end up in court for that, you know. It's the
Who
last thing you need to
cares?
hear after a non-sting. Come in.
This is the last thing.
Hello.
Ahoy!
Oh, I thought you could five. Great to see you. What's your name for the great listeners at
The
home?
name's one Chief Petty Officer Fizz, but you can call me Captain Fizz, Chief Petty Officer of the HMS Good Time.
Wow, little twang there. Have you been to the red light district in Hamburg?
Changed. I found myself on my travels.
Where did you travel to?
I had vocal reconstructive surgery.
Did it work?
No, I went in for a prostate exam. They went all the way up, baby. Tickled my tonsils. Had them removed.
So, Captain Fizz,
that's me.
We had you on the old podcast, the Stephen Trice podcast.
Long
This is
ago.
now the White Noise podcast. Totally different.
Yeah.
I thought I was booked for Joe Rogan.
These mistakes can happen.
Yeah, he's just down the corridor, to be fair.
With the tits.
Yeah, with his tits, yeah. What did you say, sorry?
I don't know.
Right.
I've had a lot of rum.
Yeah, rummaging. Captain
That
Fizz.
brings me on to my next point, actually.
Yeah,
quite eloquently.
Well, yeah.
It's almost as if you knew what I was going to say.
I don't have a clue, actually. What are you here for?
I'm here to promote my new product, Feeling Rough.
Feeling rough?
Feeling rough?
Feeling rough.
Like a dog rough?
This guy's on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This guy knows the score.
Hey, I know a thing or two about dogs.
Oh, yeah. Tell me. Slowly.
What does feeling rough entail? Pardon the pun.
I'll do those things.
Sorry.
It allows you to tickle dogs from long distance away from the judgmental gaze of owners. Doesn't have to be your dog.
So it allows
Could
you.
be any bugger's dog.
It allows you to tickle dogs from far away.
Oh yeah, anywhere you want.
Can you tickle round corners?
Oh yeah, as long as you got bendy arms, do whatever you like.
So you need.
Mirrors help.
You need.
Captain Fizz, sorry, we have one of your prototypes here.
Oh, fantastic! See this?
Did you nick that from the place you got a prostate exam?
Oh, made this. Made this to my own fair hand.
Sorry,
They are furry these days.
Jesus wept. It's based on my own finger.
So you said long distances, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, as I say, we got long arms.
Is that a tickle
It's
or is that
probably
just
long
more of a
distance for
poke?
some buggers.
It could be ticklish.
I've got a great Uncle Derek and he's only tiny. I can tickle him with this. He's not even a dog. All to use.
Captain Fizz, what's the slogan for your product?
Can't buy this on JML. Or it might be, as I always say.
Always say, famously.
Nothing gets me uppy like the feeling of a puppy.
Yeah, that's a strange slogan.
That's interesting.
Well, that's why they wouldn't let me sell it on JML.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Because your previous product was Dick Wet, which was what was that?
Don't remember that.
Dick wet.
Don't
Dick
remember
Wet
that.
was,
Who does?
I think
Did it not so well?
I think I got an injunction.
I think that was
You
the
might
only-
want to look into.
That's just part of being an entrepreneur.
That's it, man.
I met Stephen Bartlett once.
Oh yeah.
Where? The park.
I met his dog.
Yeah.
Can we see you try it on Stephen, please? Can we
He's not
see?
a dog.
What? So it
Can
only
be.
works on dogs?
Your uncle's not a dog. You said you.
Yeah.
Who says he's not?
You did.
Did I?
You did Captain Fizz.
Yeah,
I've
you
had
did.
lots of rum. I don't remember.
Your great uncle Derek.
Did I?
Yeah,
You said he's only a
not
little
a dog,
guy.
but it's
He's been
multiple
dead for years, him. How do you know him?
Well, no, you told us about it. I'm purely going off what you said here.
Don't think so.
How did
Right.
he die?
I'm only talking about my new product.
But do you want to try it on me?
Feeling rough.
Yeah. You will be after all that rum, silly goose.
Yeah.
Or silly dog in your case.
That's not a bad product, that.
Silly goose.
Silly goose.
What does that involve?
Like Grey Goose, but you buy it from JML.
Yeah, that's going to catch you on that.
Makes you a bit silly, yeah?
Now, the big trick to this is, as long as you got a little finger, see, I don't have little fingers. You put it in there.
It's just a one size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How have you
Go
managed
like
to
that.
test this if you don't have little fingers, but you know it's good for little fingers?
Whose little fingers have you been borrowing?
I feel like I've got myself in more trouble than I can handle.
You can handle it with this one.
The slogan was, what was it? Nothing gets me uppy like the feel of a puppy. Can you feel the puppy?
Well, they only have little fingers, to be fair to them.
Puppies?
Yeah. Now, what you could do is if you got loads of them and you taught the dogs and you were good with dog trainers like Caesar Milan, you could put them all on dogs and you could have a tickly peed.
But I'm not good with dogs,
Yeah.
and I want to do this from a distance, like you said.
Yeah.
Well, if you come a bit closer.
Okay.
Can we see that?
There we go.
Now, picture your little dog.
He is the little dog.
Yeah. Use a woof. You have to do it louder so the microphone can hear you.
Yeah, you will
I
have
feel
to.
like you're
roll.
hard slotting this time.
Silly him.
What breed?
I
What
go
breed
like
is it?
that.
Are you enjoying that?
I am.
One of us is enjoying it.
Oh, don't worry, I am.
Captain Fizz, what?
Is that getting you happy?
Just my armpit there.
Yeah.
So, Captain Fizz, what went wrong with Dick Wet that is going to go right with Feeling Rough?
What was Dick Wet?
Dick Wet, I believe, was to do with cleaning animals.
Was it?
Yeah. I think I could be wrong. I'm sure someone will let us know.
use them in
To be fair, it could be
combination if
very much
anyone's
the
still
same
got a
product.
Yeah.
I mean, last time you didn't have a prototype.
It's like one of my great heroes used to say.
Stephen Bartlett.
No, I can't remember his name, but he said,
Great
"You
hero.
miss all the shots you miss.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep shooting."
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Get that on a
Beautiful,
t-shirt.
Captain Fizz.
Can I
So,
ask?
anybody want one?
Well, that's a bit forward, isn't it? We need to hear a
So
bit
did-
more about the
No,
product.
I mean one of these.
Could I ask
All right.
what's going to be different with the final product than this prototype?
Gotta suck it and see, brother.
Suck
Like
it and
you
see.
say,
Is that
like
your
you
next
say in the
product?
Merchants. That was the name of my ship.
Suck it and see. Wasn't that your Chihuahua flavoured lollipops you did for a while?
Yeah, why not?
If not, then they are now.
You can't defame the dead. I've been dead inside for many years.
How are things outside of work, Captain Fizz?
Not great. I left the Merchants a long time ago.
Do you ever miss the Navy boys?
Not when I'm at the park, no.
Would you?
Take my mind off them.
Yeah. How often? How many hours a day are you spending at the park, Captain Fizz?
If you're not going to show me a warrant card, I'm not going to tell you any more.
Do you have a dog?
I'll do the probing. Okay. Not
Probing?
you.
I thought it was a tickle stick.
What the fuck do you think this is?
Well, yeah, okay, fine.
Look here.
This is a military man, Max. Please respect him.
Do I look like a well man?
Maybe at the bottom of a well. Reaching out.
I've been drinking.
Yeah. Captain Fizz, not Riz.
You like him when I come with you?
Captain Fizz, of course.
That's me.
I
think.
So aside from drinking and creating this beautiful prototype, white gloves are a bold choice. What else have you been up to? What's the entrepreneur like? You know, when you're not-
Entrepreneurial life.
Well, I didn't say that, but yeah, we'll go with that. It's much better.
I tried going on Dragon's Den.
How did that go? Thought you
Not
prefer
well.
Dog's Kennel.
That's what they said, and now
Oh.
I've got a reputation now in
What?
this industry. I can't even keep up my accent. I don't know what I'm going for anymore. I can't remember.
That's sad.
I can't remember my mummy. Can't remember my dad.
So
I
you
think
really
I had a
need
great
this to take
uncle, but I
off.
can't remember his name.
No, Derek. Used to call him Del Boy, yeah.
Oh.
Del Boy. Did Del Boy ever get involved with this?
All I can remember is the sweet feeling of a pooches behind.
You mentioned the judgmental gaze.
Whoa, let's leave them out of it. I meant funny looks.
I thought you were talking about Gokwan.
That's him.
Card can't save you now.
I'm not sure this product is going to get you very far.
No.
It's
Well, no, because if you take... Oh, it's just a pole.
Yeah. It just looks like you found this and stuck
Oh, it's just a glove on a pole.
You seem surprised.
Well, you're not gonna buy anything. I'll take my wares elsewhere.
Why do you come here to just sell to us? The whole point of it is you sell to an audience, but every time you just target us in the room.
You want one?
Well, no, I don't mean either.
Do you want to give out your number?
Have a go.
Yeah. Come here then. Have you got a belly button in here, outie?
Armpits and belly buttons.
This is just sad. It's just
Well,
sad.
some people really won't like that.
Yeah.
We can't use that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is it even in shot? I don't think it is.
It's a great clip
you
of
know
a
what's
moment.
going on.
Captain Fizz. You can maybe take one step forward just to show. There we
And maybe
go.
take a few steps out of the room, I'd say.
Yeah.
Captain Fizz, you're have to get out.
Yeah, it's
that's sexual.
If you
Sorry,
can't
Ethan.
handle the heat,
Get out.
I'll see you later.
Yeah. And that great book of quotes.
Like you always say. Bye.
He does say that, to be fair. He
says
sort of
that a
made
lot,
that his
yeah.
own. See you, Captain Fizz. Tom, it's now time for a cracking segment called Tom Looney. Looney.
Mixed it up this week.
Looney.
After last.
Hi, Cam.
Mad blokes out there.
Yeah, man.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Just,
Good stuff on him though.
yeah.
Yeah?
Did you buy one?
Yeah. Oh, loads of that shit. Don't know what he was selling.
I don't think he did, to be fair.
Didn't seem like it. What have I missed?
We're just starting Tom
in
Looney
time for
here.
a great segment.
Oh, class.
So I took one of my Reddit deep dives this week.
Nice.
Looking for a great thread to pick out some treats for you. I actually settled on this not because of something that was related to the subject, but just something else. But it's workplace dramas. Some great workplace dramas.
Nice.
Obviously, we've got
I feel like we've had a few, yeah.
a growing workplace now, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think Ethan's leaving at the end of today.
Right. Okay. that seems like a good choice.
I was just saying about naval and navy. That would have been.
Yeah.
He's in the naval now.
Do you want to redo it?
I don't
No.
think Captain Fizz was in a place.
He
to,
wouldn't have appreciated that.
No.
Maybe this Captain Fizz guy was just a step ahead.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. One step ahead, one step beyond.
Hopefully.
Even himself.
Anyway, yeah.
You've had a
so,
workplace drama at Gala Bingo.
I did. I was sacked.
Yeah.
I've told this one before,
You're
haven't I?
sacked from Gala Bingo?
Sacked for,
I had a workplace drama as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do you want
He had
to
a full house to feed.
Hey, that's good. That's good. It's because he was doing lines. Actually.
Oh!
They're
That
very
was
funny
good.
about me because of the industry. Because it's like, because your chances, if someone else wins, it directly impacts someone else's chance of winning.
Right.
Like it's not like anyone can win, but because of that, obviously if someone else does, you don't. You're not like able to be seen to be given any preferential treatment, even overly chatting to someone.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very political in there. So
Let the balls do the talking.
yeah.
My one was someone was stealing money from the company. But that same person got me paid minimum wage because they were trying to pay me less than. So swings and roundabouts, karma.
Where was it? Was this?
This was a car leasing place many moons ago.
No.
How long were you there?
2 months.
Wow.
First month was work experience.
Nice.
In St Helens?
No, Altrincham.
Oh.
Yeah. That was enough for me in terms of work. That'll do me.
That last job you had?
Yeah.
Wow.
You are living.
It might be. That was university first year.
Okay, no.
No, that was second year. Yeah, so 2015. No, 2014 because the Euros was on.
Never look back.
I just did.
Yeah. Well, of course.
Reminisce.
Yeah, man.
My apologies.
Not accepted. Very much in the Ian Wright vein to Ennio Luco. I don't accept your apology.
Very political.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that.
That was a bit bonkers, that, wasn't it? That was a workplace drama.
It was.
ITV.
I thought he would accept her apology. But
Yeah, because there will be more people who pile on her.
Yeah, like I feel like it was almost like that wasn't helpful.
No, but I get why he was pissed off.
I do, yeah. And she makes trouble for herself. She does.
I think coming out and bashing Ian Wright is a foolish move. He's very popular.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you like Ian Wright?
I like what he's got to say.
You always call him Ian Wrong.
Yeah, sometimes. That's what I don't like what he's got to say.
That fruit's dangling. I'm picking it.
Manager kept bringing in cakes to raise morale. The group of office Karens reported him to high management because they were all trying to diet, and he was spoiling it. He stopped bringing in cakes. No one lost any weight.
Got them hooked on sugar.
This one is just vicious. This thread is hilarious. So it starts off. This is from Spaceship Commander, and his workplace drama was: assistant got her tits out at the Christmas party. They were glorious. Okay, so the thread that's it. The thread.
All right.
Yeah, the thread carries on.
What are they up to in NASA?
People are sharing stories of it's not all workplace.
Top
but
just lifted.
Wait, is that a grievance?
Well, no, I don't know. It's not.
Oh,
Because
Smutty Smith.
It doesn't sound like a grievance.
Sounds like a good time.
No grievance ends with "it was glorious."
No, I know. It's not a grievance, so that's why I read on. And there's quite a long thread.
Is it a picture?
People sharing their own, getting their boobs out stories, ones they've witnessed, ones they've, perpetrated themselves. It's all fun. Later on, Spaceship Commander comes back. I once got to see free titties because someone told me she had her nipples pierced, and I said I'd never seen pierced nipples in real life. If the opportunity ever arises again, I shall have to remember to say I've never seen them in real life.
Wow.
And Spaceship Commander goes away for a bit, and then he comes back later on. Also the same with fake boobies. Free show and squeeze. The key is to explain. You just want to know if they feel like real ones. It's actually a scientific experiment, at which point someone just goes, they must think you're gay, mate. Yeah, great workplace drama there.
Wow.
Yeah, here's another one. Guy used the communal kitchen cutlery and used to lick it clean and put it back in the drawer.
Fucking hell.
He was spoken to about it several times, but he didn't see anything wrong with it. He also, used to use his teaspoons to mix mackerel salad, so people would always have fishy spoons in their tea.
That's right.
Can't understand why it wasn't sackable.
Thank you very much, Tom.
Thank you.
A lovely thread.
There was a lot of stuff about sex toys that came up a lot in work. And I remember the time that we found there was a big bag of dildos at Lyme Park. Do you remember that?
Oh, in the cloakroom?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, no.
That was fun.
Oh,
Wasn't someone who put it in a customer?
It was someone's possession, someone's bag, like a pulley, what they call it, a drawstring bag.
Drawstring bag, yeah.
And they were clearly they weren't new.
So basically, they would clean out the cupboards where you would hang your coat up and stuff every couple of months, just because it would get just full of crap.
Yeah.
And I think, so they must have gone, oh, okay, let's get everything out. What's in this bag?
Yeah.
Open it up. Oh, there's a load of dildos.
The funny thing is that there's a few people there that would have been unashamed
100%.
about it. And they would have been like, yeah, that's mine. But no one claimed it, so it wasn't one of them people. Yeah. We had our suspicions, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Barrel Boy being one of
Look at the lanky one behind the bar.
Yeah, we never found out. What happened to them?
I wonder. Let me just try and sit comfortably.
Should have to take the barrels.
Now time. Get ready. Yeah. For the final question.
Hey! It's the final
question. Ethan, please, what is our final question?
Your final question is, who would win a fight, 100 men or one gorilla?
Wow. The big story.
Yeah.
Big
a lot of
question
people are talking about it.
Yeah.
Depends on the men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
Because I feel like no one's going to want to be the first person to be like, I'm going to start this.
Yeah, realistically, you need collaboration.
100%.
And I'll stand there and I'll say we need collaboration, but I'm
you're not getting
going
involved.
first.
No.
So...
Well, surely you'd have you surround it And then, like 10 of you at once.
Someone's skull's getting crushed. He's gonna have a bit of fight.
Yeah.
Even if it's gonna get tired, it's gonna have some fight to begin with. Limbs are getting torn, skulls are getting crushed.
Have you not seen the scientist guy who breaks it all down? He's like,
I don't
the
know
gorilla's
about that.
skin is like 2 inches thick. Its bone density is massive. Its bite force is, it's like being hit by a lorry if a lorry was that big.
Have you seen the wingmen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true. Just picture his giant chicken wing.
Man.
I think you need 100 men whose life is a fate. You know, they're living a life worse than death.
Yeah.
Prisoners on death row.
Yeah,
That's
maybe 100 paedophiles.
Prisoners on death row would be pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the prize is exoneration.
Would you
I wouldn't say
imagine
murderers.
if it's like, they actually do win?
Yeah.
We have 100 paedophiles.
100 paedophiles. Well done, fellas. We didn't think you'd do it. I've never seen collaboration like it.
You're to be respected in a way.
You are the best of us.
Whale the paedophile. Do you know what? I think if you had like soldiers that were, so, good at working together, but I think if you got 100 random people off the street, I don't think anyone would be the first guy to be like, I'm going to fuck that.
Who is someone? So
up.
So you get to choose one person that's going to be
The
in there
leader.
with you.
Oh, okay.
Who are you picking?
The Rock.
I saw you look at me though.
Dwayne Johnson, the actor.
Yeah. Wait, he's also a wrestler. He's a fighter.
When you're doing movies.
He's very strong. He's giant, isn't he?
You played a great ape in one of your
Who
films.
would you pick?
Did he?
Probably in. I think he did play some sort. Oh, he's in a film with some sort of.
He'd take Andy Serkis in with you.
I would
Eddie
pick.
Hall, maybe. No, just,
He'd be a big unit.
Big lad.
I would
Yeah, but I
probably
think he's quite
pick.
slow, isn't he?
we're not trying to race it.
Tom Aspinall. He's the UFC heavyweight champion.
Fair enough.
Well,
Just take
interim.
all the UFC guys.
But I also
with
feel
you.
like
I'd take
they're quite small, and like a gorilla could just pick him up and just throw him about.
Yeah, but still,
You need a
if I
mountain
get
of a man.
one man, he's huge and he can also fight.
I'm not taking Conor McGregor with me.
Yeah.
So Tom Aspinall batters Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, but I think a gorilla could rip.
I got to meet The Rock.
Hey, I love my movies, man. You're right there.
Looking forward to that IMAX.
The Rock just blanks him. Yeah, he's not that nice.
You're right there
pushes
feeling
Max
fake
in front of
breasts.
the gorilla.
Yeah, and I'll be like, yeah, let's do it, mate. I don't even need Dwayne The Rock.
So far we've got Max, The Rock, Tom Aspinall, and 97 paedophiles to fight this
He's not having Tom Aspinall. Not after that.
Nah, me and Tommy, man.
Would you be annoyed if The Rock's just chatting to the paedophiles and you come over? He's like, shut up.
These guys are great.
He's got a battalion of paedophiles to fight for them. It's just so fucked.
Sit this one out, nerd.
I love your wrestling.
I just think he's a giant of a man. That's what you need. You don't need someone that's.
Who would you pick?
Don't call him Dwayne, he doesn't like that.
It's just funny that you went
Don't use his government name.
to an actor.
I've smelled what The Rock's cooking. What about like that guy in the Guinness World Records? He's like that 8-foot Chinese guy.
Yeah, his height.
but there's-
He's
height
so
advantage here.
lanky. He has a walking stick, Cam.
Yeah, he's so weak. His heart can't even
Yeah,
reach.
and he's not allowed to stick in there.
It's about variation. You need your different tactics. He could poke it with a
Great, so
stick
we'll have
from
Warwick
far away.
Davis.
Yeah, why
Ooh,
not?
great shout.
It's like
He's got to be. He could be one of your 100.
Maybe.
It's like
He's got to be
in
bringing
the-
something to the table.
It's like the Avengers, innit, where they were like, send Ant-Man up Thanos' arms. Distract
Right, so we're hoping the gorilla,
Warwick Davis.
the gorilla thinks Warwick Davis is its baby.
I feel like the 100 paedophiles might double look at Warwick Davis as he goes past.
As Warwick's like, I knew I shouldn't have shaved this morning.
They're distracted.
That's not tenable!
You've just given the gorilla bait for the paedophiles in Warwick Davis.
It's like
I'm putting Warwick Davis on Max's team. It's Max, Warwick Davis, and The Rock.
It's like an F1 team. The pedos can stand there with Vaseline.
They're all fighting each other to get to Warwick Davis. The gorilla's not even been let out of the cage yet, and the paedophiles are dead.
But you know, if you have like the people who are going for the world's strongest man, you wouldn't need 100 of them. They'd beat a gorilla.
Nah, no way.
Yeah.
'Cause, look at how big a gorilla is and how dense its muscles are. If you got 10 men lying on top of it, big heavy blokes, it'd still be able to push itself up and then just grab one
100,
of them.
because obviously you couldn't get 100 round it at once.
Exactly.
So it's like...
No, but
you're having to come in
tired.
waves, aren't you? Yeah, but that's what humans rely on anyway, isn't it? Tiring animals out with stamina.
Endurance.
And you got brains, yeah.
Yeah.
You could take the limb of one that the gorilla had torn off and use that as a weapon as well.
You got to get clever fellas then, like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
so Warwick Davis, Neil deGrasse, the corpse of Stephen Hawking. I'll put his chair on full belt at him.
Just do like they did with the Spanish Armada. Put a firework on him or something and press go.
There's colostomy bags all over the floor.
Fucking Everton fans put a blue flare in there instead. Yes! That'll show him. So the gorilla's winning then. Fair enough.
I don't know. I think with more variation on the...
You can't have the Rock without Kevin Hart.
I know, you've got 100 men there, you know, at least one of them could be Kevin Hart.
And one of them's got an autograph book. Don't mind me, guys. Thank you very much to Captain Fizz.
Who's that?
You don't want to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bit of a mess.
Yeah. Cameron Green.
Oh, cheers.
Greeny boy. Tom Looney. Looney.
Well done, man.
Looney. Max Smith.
Cheers, guys. Fair enough.
And Ethan.
Well then, Ethan.
What's the white noise sign of? Stay safe, stay humble, and ciao.